Megan, I agree with you. It does set a standard that taking care of your family is okay, even for senior level women. It's absolutely in line with that. A word you used that I'm curious, this wasn't one of the questions that was sent in, but you made me think about it. I know you work with a lot of very senior level executives and you use the word prioritization. So how are you coaching with those senior leaders right now? How are you talking to them about prioritization within their companies, within their teams, within their families, across the board right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. Senior level leaders are going through, just like all of us, are going through something really special. So for a lot of, I'm going to come back around to your question. Promise I'll get there.
I trust you.
For a lot of executives, the coping with the emotional coping of COVID was delayed because there were immediate needs to deal with the financial health of the company and to deal with all the direct reports reporting in and other people. So for a lot of senior leaders, that emotional dealing got put off that other people might have been able to do, after they kind of got their bearings. So what ended up, at least what I saw from my perspective, and also talking from other executive coaches, is that there was a delayed, oh my God, what's happening? And a delayed meltdown. And the meltdown, like kind of the veneer cracking, has been happening over the past month or so for a lot of executives and for a lot of leaders, because it's finally, okay, I know how to do this. I'm in my groove. Okay. Oh my God, what's happening? So
it's almost like triage up front.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. So the prioritization up front with COVID was like, okay, I got this. And like people were feeling in their groove. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. But now this like kind of emotional takeover of like, all right, now I just need to deal. I'm sorry if you all hear the screaming in the background.
Not a problem.
The prioritization, which is often hard for executives right now, is looking at, mental/emotional wellness, and then familial wellness, physical wellness, and then work and team wellness. So I think it's about bucketing and helping people look, at least this is what I've been doing with my executives, helping people look at where they're feeling deficient in these areas, or feeling like the cup is like a little bit overflowing in these areas. Because there has to be a little break in analysis looking at all these areas, and even like kind of spiritual stuff. Like, I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about like kind of connection with yourself. Looking at where the buckets are versus stereotypical prioritization. Like, okay, I have my to-do list, I have my book, I'm checking things off. So it's not been easy, but it's looking at kind of where the well is drained and where the well is full. And then working with each person individually on, okay, if I'm not functioning emotionally well right now or mentally well, nothing else is going to work. I'm not functioning physically well right now, that pain or whatever, nothing else is going to work. So it's been looking at these buckets and figuring out what's spilling over and what needs to be managed a little bit better.
Are you seeing any trends in terms of how male and female executives are looking at that differently?
It's a great question. Traditionally, females are traditionally a little bit more comfortable talking about the emotional stuff, traditionally. But what I'm finding is that the familial pressure on females is a little bit more demanding. There's a natural instinct to feel a little bit more responsible for taking care of that. But I think across the board, the emotional and mental chipping away happens regardless of gender.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, especially in the circumstances we're in right now.